Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Bismarck's new wastewater treatment plant is under construction. Also, plans are underway to revitalize Bonne Terre's Shepherd House. Plus, how does the Highway Patrol decide where to put a sobriety checkpoint? All of these stories, and when's the next time we could see some precipitation?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us, and here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. Construction is underway on Bismarck's new wastewater treatment plant. City Administration Assistant Alan Williams told 18 Eyewitness News that the current plant was built back in 1985.
It was an innovative design, and because it was innovative in design, the federal government paid for the vast majority of it. We've utilized that plant since, like I say, since 1985. We've had problems though because of its innovative character.
Now, Williams says there have been recent instances where Bismarck discharges solid waste to the creek, raising the eye of the Environmental Protection Agency and the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. So the city building a new traditional plant had to be done.
It's a regular oxidation ditch, as you can see here. It's sort of a racetrack design. It just goes around an oval track, and that's where the solids are broken down. That's where the water's cleaned up. And then we have a separation process, which will be the two clarifiers down on the end. That's where the solids will be separated from the mixed liquor. And of course, the clear liquid then, the clear water, will be discharged to the stream.
The new plant is expected to be in operation by early next summer. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, what's on tap?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. It was a warm day here in southeast Missouri, and we got another warm day on the way for our area. Let's take a look at current conditions throughout the area. We are seeing temperatures near 90 for the most part, 89 in Festus, 88 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown at 89, as well as in Piedmont and Poplar Bluff, and 90 degrees right now in Van Buren. Going through the evening hours, partly sunny skies, 7 p.m., 87 degrees. By 9, we'll see a temperature around 82, partly cloudy, and the clouds start to increase throughout the evening hours. By midnight, we'll see a cloudy sky, temperature around 78. I'll give you more details on your forecast. It includes more warm weather, and we also have a cool down all the way. All those details coming up later in weather.
The first ever house built in Bonne Terre could soon become a revitalized museum showing the history of mining and early life in the city. The Bonne Terre Historical Society is working with the Chamber of Commerce to reinvent the Shepherd House as a way to promote tourism. Janet Barton says they have a number of artifacts, but they need to be arranged properly.
You need the continuity, the flow, and after all, this is a home that is about people and how they got here and how it was like to have lived in a mining town at the turn of the century. And so all we lack, we've got plenty of artifacts, we just need a story.
Janet says work on the Shepherd House will begin September 15th when members of the Historical Society will begin cleaning and arranging the mining room. Well, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will discuss their proposed updated water control plan for Lake Wapapello at a meeting in Greenville this Wednesday. Spokesperson Cindy Jackson says the plan was originally published in 1975, but wasn't until last year's floods that the Corps received funding to revise it. Jackson says downstream farmers, who the Corps is trying to protect, had a lot of influence in the new plan.
They said they can withstand a little bit of more water, which was a good comment, which means we can probably release more. And obviously farming has changed since 1975. And, farming practices and equipment and machinery, they can get crops out earlier and all that kind of stuff and get them out of the fields earlier. So those farming practices kind of help us be able to build this plan that we think is a good plan now.
The Corps will present the proposed plan, take comments, and answer any concerns or questions at the meeting at the Greenville Junior High School Wednesday evening from 6 until 8. With impaired driving the third leading cause of accidents here in Missouri, the Missouri State Highway Patrol has used sobriety checkpoints to cut down on drunk drivers. Trooper Justin Wheatley told 18 Eyewitness News recently how the patrol selects locations for their checkpoints.
What we do, we try to, when we have the funding, we try to pick each county if possible. If not, we go by where the highest concentration of motor vehicle crashes involving drunk driving and the highest arrest percentage. And then we find an area in there to where, we kind of get a centralized geographical area to where most of these arrests and crashes occur, and then we'll set up checkpoints.
He also adds that they take traffic volume into account when choosing a location.
So we try to pick the high traveled, the high concentrated areas to where we're going to have the most volume of people and the most likely getting impaired driving. Trooper
Wheatley says the patrol also issues press releases noting which counties will have checkpoints within the next 30-day period. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Old Greenville Days will invite you to step back in time. That story's coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day and 6 months same as cash financing. No hassle leasing and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customer. In Doniphan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance.
Sing a song about the heartland. Sing a song about my life.
Oh, the blood of Jesus washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
We're less than 2 weeks away from the 21st annual Old Greenville Days. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers spokesperson Andrew Jefferson tells 18 Eyewitness News the event will give folks a chance to step back in time.
We have a living history with a few of the Civil War reenactors, as well as the Black Powder Club from Bloomfield. It's called Crowley's Ridge. There'll be crafters, some of Southeast Missouri's best musicians, providing bluegrass, gospel, country music.
Jackson says other attractions include old-time children's games with a candy cannon and candlelight tours. Now, the 21st annual Old Greenville Days is set for September 15th and 16th at the Greenville Recreation Area, 2 miles south of Greenville on Highway 67. The event is co-sponsored by the Army Corps of Engineers and the Wayne County Historical Society. Well, Christian Life Church in Farmington is inviting teens from around the parkland to the RISE Conference September 14th and 15th. Pastor Chris Owensby says the conference started as a dream seed to do something special for young people. The conference features the Charlie Hall Band, Stephen Bush, and DJ B. Smooth. And Pastor Owensby says he has a very special message for teenagers.
I want to speak to the treasure that's in their life. It's an illustrated message, and it won't be a long thing, so if you're watching, don't get nervous. But it's going to be quick to the point, high impact. I want to speak to the treasure in young people and call the treasure out of them, because every young person has a treasure on the inside of them.
The event is free, but tickets are required. You can get those at Lakeside Market in Festus or Oasis Christian Bookstore in Farmington, or visit riseconference.com. A Dexter police officer will lead the DARE program on the state level for the 2012-13 school year. Lori Odell will serve as president of Missouri's DARE organization until next July. She was the vice president last year and a regional representative before that. Odell has visited fifth grade classrooms across Stoddard County since 2006 to encourage students to lead safe, healthy lives free of violence, alcohol, and drugs. DARE is an acronym for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, how going back to school could help kids get back in shape. That's next in today's Your Health.
Some more showers and thunderstorms are on the way for southeast Missouri and a cool down. Details coming up next in weather.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
It was a hot, humid day here in southeast Missouri, and we got one more day to go through before we see that cool down here in southeast Missouri. Let's take a look at our weather headlines for our area. Warm area is going to stay in place for the next few days. Off and on moisture all this week, and it looks like much cooler air moves in towards the end of the week into the weekend. Here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 80s, 89 right now in Festus and Potosi. St. Genevieve right now at 88 degrees, as well as in Cape Girardeau, Piedmont 89 and 90 right now in Van Buren. Here at the studio, we have partly cloudy sky with temperature around 89. Feels like 94 out there though, current dew point 70. And our current humidity is at 53% with southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we'll see showers up to the north, essentially moving our way, giving us a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms for your day on Wednesday. So for tonight, we'll start seeing an increase in clouds, possibly a shower or a thunderstorm, low around 71 degrees, 68 in Festus, 69 in Ironton, Van Buren 69, 71 in Ellington, Piedmont and Poplar Bluff will see a low around 72. Then for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. I've increased the temperature just a bit, 98 for your daytime high, 96 in Potosi, 97 in Ironton, Van Buren 98, as well as in Poplar Bluff, Piedmont 97 and 98 in Cape Girardeau. The next several days are looking like this through southeast Missouri. On Thursday, plenty of sunshine, a little bit cooler, temperature around 86 degrees. Then on Friday and Saturday, we're into the 70s, but we were going to see showers and thunderstorms.
Thanks a lot, Dustin. Now, if you're one of the millions of parents sending a child back to school this fall, you'll be glad to know that your kid may not only be getting smarter at school, but healthier too. Studies show many kids actually gain weight during the summer months, and in many ways, it's school that helps get them back on track with a healthy, more active lifestyle. With more on that, here's Clark Powell.
Like most kids, it takes Marie Chase a while to get back into the routine of school. Her mom says a summer full of good times may have led to a few bad habits.
It's really easy to slip into sleeping in late and not getting outside because it's too hot, or maybe eating junk food.
They can be tough habits to break. In fact, studies show that young children especially gain weight twice as fast during the summer months. But when school starts, that starts to change.
The key is to get kids on a schedule. When you get kids on a schedule, they're more likely to eat and sleep and get physical activity on a regular basis.
Karen Bakes is a registered dietitian with the American Dairy Association. She says the structure that comes with school provides benefits most kids and parents don't realize. First, in the cafeteria, new guidelines this fall require schools to offer healthier foods.
The focus really will be on those nutrient-rich foods that kids need to grow strong, grow tall, and perform in the classroom, including low-fat, fat-free dairy products, more fresh fruits, more fresh vegetables.
Getting to bed earlier is another way school keeps kids healthy. Studies show the more you sleep, the less likely you are to overeat. Then there's exercise. Only about half of all high schoolers play organized sports, but through free events like the Fuel Up to Play 60 program, 36 million kids not only learn proper nutrition, but now get daily exercise they might not otherwise get.
Getting a couple kids excited about something and it can take off and you know, excite a whole classroom. And I think this is a great time to use the positive effect of peer pressure.
In Columbus, Ohio, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Experts say another way school can keep kids healthy is that they are more likely to eat breakfast during the school year than in the summer. Eating breakfast helps control appetite and regulates metabolism. Now, if you'd like your child to take part in the Fuel Up to Play 60 program, call your school to see if they offer it, or go online to drinkmilk.com for more information.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You'd love to pay off that high-interest credit card. You've got a little extra money, but you also need to save for retirement. Which one should you do? We'll find out just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through, or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Arch Air Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Arch Air Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Saving for retirement is an important goal, but so is paying off debt. So which is better, putting money away for your golden years or paying off the plastic? That's today's question for money expert Stacy Johnson.
When it comes to money, nearly everyone's got a question. For example,
Stacy, what's the best thing for me to do? Pay off debts or save money for retirement?
It's a great question because if you want your golden years to be golden, you got to stash some cash. But at the same time, it's so important to pay off that high interest debt. Here's how to decide what to do. First, how much interest are you paying on that debt? If you're paying 15% on a credit card, paying it off is like earning 15% tax-free and risk-free. That's hard to beat. But there is one way to beat it, and that's with some 401k or other retirement plans. Because if your employer gives you 50 cents for every dollar you put in your plan, well, that's free money. It's like earning 50% with no taxes and no risk. So if the question is, should I save for retirement or should I pay off debt? The answer is yeah, you should do both. You should definitely contribute enough to your retirement plan so you at least get the full company match. That's free money. Then pay off that high interest debt. Now, once you've paid off all your debt, though, once those debts are dust, I want you to take those old debt payments and I want you to put those in your retirement account too. Bottom line, paying interest is horrible, but so is being poor when you're old. These are both important goals. Make it a priority to accomplish them both. Want to learn more about saving versus paying off debt? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com and search for Save or Pay Debt. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got a lot of information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals worked hard on Labor Day and outlasted the Mets. The Rams picked through the waiver wire to add depth on both sides of the football. And a Mizzou player earns SEC recognition in the Tigers' first week in the conference. These stories coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News, with Jeremy Martin.
After building a 4-run lead, the Cardinals held on to beat the New York Mets 5-4 at Busch Stadium on Labor Day. Rookie Joe Kelly picked up the victory, logging his longest stint as a major leaguer, working 6 2/3 scoreless innings before giving up a 2-run home run in the 7th. Matt Carpenter drove in 2 runs without picking up a hit, and Skip Schumacher hit his first home run in more than a year as the Cardinals won for just the second time in their last 7 games. Not only did last year's horrible season give the Rams the 2nd overall draft pick, the team is also second in line to look over the names on the waiver wire. With this weekend's roster cut down to 53 from 75, the Rams have been able to add depth on both sides of the football. Over the last few days, the Rams have added defensive tackle Kellen Hurd from Buffalo, guard Shelley Smith from Houston, and running back Terrence Ganaway from the Jets. The Rams open their season on Sunday in Detroit. And Mizzou sophomore Marcus Murphy made history Saturday night by returning a pair of punts for touchdowns and helping Mizzou to a 62-10 win over Southeastern Louisiana. On Monday, Murphy was named the SEC Special Teams Player of the Week for his efforts. Murphy became the first Tiger in history to have 2 kick returns for scores in a game. His first touchdown run went for 70 yards in the 3rd quarter, and he followed that with a 72-yarder early in the 4th quarter. Murphy ended the game with 180 punt return yards on 5 attempts for a 36-yard average. And that's a look at sports. Fred and Dustin, back over to you.
Dustin Kopp, I tell you what, the last 4 or 5 days of rainfall has made the grass grow, which in turn makes us have to go outside and work a little now.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that. Every time I go out, I get sick, so not my favorite time. And I have a cousin that does the same thing. He goes through the same thing I do. So gotta love mowing grass.
Oh, absolutely. Are we going to see any more rain coming up soon?
We do have some rain on the way. We're going to see a possibility of it tomorrow. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. And as you can see, we do have that chance of isolated thunderstorms. I've actually increased the temperature a little bit. 98 degrees for our daytime high for tomorrow. Cooler on Thursday, 86, plenty of sunshine. And then rain moves back in the forecast for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures in the 70s. 70s on Sunday and Monday, plenty of sunshine. And then we're back in the 80s by Tuesday with more sunshine. But the latter part of the weekend into the beginning of next week don't look half bad.
No, did I see actually 70-degree temperatures for the highs?
72 for the daytime high.
Wow, that is fantastic.
I'm excited about that.
I told you, early fall. It's happening, so trust my instincts.
Yep.
All right. That does it for the newscast. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock with more. Until then, you folks have a blessed evening. God bless everyone.
And the news doesn't stop here. Just go to KDKZ18.com for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a good night, everybody. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.